Hello there, LIT2020 students. I thought I would make this short video to show you how you can find some secondary sources on your short story that you will be using in your research paper. So I'm just going to take a couple examples from the Unit 4 Love and Family section. I'm going to take Sonny's Blues by James Baldwin and Sweat by Zora Neale Hurston as examples to show you how you could find some sources for your research. So first let's do Sonny's Blues by James Baldwin. What I'm going to do is go to the very top of your course under the Resources drop-down menu, and I'm going to click on Library Resources. I'm going to click on Databases by Title, and then I'm going to click on S so that it jumps to the S databases and scroll to Short Stories for Students. And this is a database that I had sent to you in an email last week. All right, from here, I'm going to search within the series, Sonny's Blues, and it gives me these different sources. It seems that really only the first one is the one that relates to the actual story. So let's go into it and I can show you what you should expect. It basically breaks down the short story for you. So you've got a little background information on James Baldwin. You can get information about plot summary. There's a lovely picture of Mr. Baldwin. Okay, and then we've got information about the different characters. Themes, suffering, themes of race and racism, art and expression. There's information about styles within the short story, the setting, historical context. So these are all different themes, different ideas that you can really gather and run with in your research paper and elaborate on. So it can help you with identifying different points that you want to make in your paper, different connections that you can bridge. It can help you with then getting ideas of other search terms that you can go on a different research path on. It's a really great starting place for your research. And as you can see, there's even more sections. Let's also now go to Sweat by Hurston. And then we've got a couple different articles that relate to it. I saw one that was different. Let me actually go back to that main page of the database when you clicked on Short Stories for Students. Yeah, right here. So I'll put in Sweat by Hurston. And it gives me a similar article as the one I showed you for Sonny's Blues. There's actually two different ones in this for this particular story, but it's got the same idea, you know, introduction, author biography, plot summary, and so on and so forth. I also want to show you that you can get your citation, your MLA citation for this source. So at the very top, you just click on Cite, and it gives you your MLA citation, which you would copy and paste into your Works Cited page. You also will have to give it an in-text citation wherever you quote, paraphrase, or summarize from the source. So if you do any of those things, putting it in your own words, or maybe you're copying it word for word, you want to indicate to your professor and to any other reader that you have incorporated the research for, you know, in that section of your paper, and you do that by doing an in-text citation. The in-text citation would consist of the author's typically it's the author's last name and then the page number. But because, as you can see, there's not an author's last name, it's just the title of the article, you would just do that. So you would use the title, and then it's going to be a page number that's either between it's either 187 or between there and page 209. And you would figure out the page number based on the very top of the website, we'll say, the page. So page 187, it should tell you, okay, see, and then you'll see here on page 188 is, I think, let me see. Okay, yes, 188 would be above, the section above. Let's go down to the next page. So page 189. So basically, if you use anything between this section and this section in your paper, you would attribute it to being from page 189. So it's going to look a little bit like in-text citation. It's going to look like this. Sweat, in parentheses, sweat in quotation marks, and then, 187 or 203, end parentheses. And that's a parenthetical in-text citation. A narrative in-text citation would be something like, in Sweat, the author, the plot summary is about sweat and tears. And then you're going to put in parentheses the page number. And one last thing that I want to leave with you is, actually, I'll go back to this MLA citation page. If you go to set up your paper and then go to BC Online Library Video Formatting a MLA, I think it should say an MLA works cited page. That's this. I didn't write that, so it's not on me that the grammar is incorrect.
This is a video tutorial.
You can watch this 2.5-minute video to see how you would modify your works cited page in Microsoft Word so that it follows the MLA guidelines. So that means that when you grab this citation from any of the library databases and you copy and paste that into your Word doc, you do have to do things like put it in alphabetical order, give it that hanging indent after the first line, make sure that it's double spaced, and just watch the video and follow the steps that are outlined in the video, and you should be good to go. Feel free to reach out to me. I am embedded in your D2L course. I've sent emails, so just you can respond back to that or look for Simone Williams and send me an email if you have any questions. All right, good luck and have fun researching and writing your papers. Bye.